Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome, intuitive friends. If you are watching this after the live stream, this is a super chat live, which is not a free reading. But if you are interested in free readings, feel free to join me by subscribing to the channel, turning on your notification bell and all alerts. And once you do that, you will be informed whenever I come and do a live stream or whenever I do upload new content. So that being said, intuitive friends, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Again, for those of you who are watching after the live stream, just click down below, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell, and I'll see you the next time. For those of you who are watching me live now, welcome. Hello, intuitive friends. I just got off the free readings a little while ago. Wanted to come back because there were a lot of you who were still interested in the Spill the Tea readings. I had a number of you, actually. I had a great turnout with the super chat last night. So thank you for all of you who came through and took part in that. So I'm giving an opportunity for those of you who may not have had an opportunity to stop by last night to stop by today, okay? To stop by tonight and take part in this reading. Now, please note that this is not a free reading. It is a $10 super chat, which means that, especially if you are doing the reading, like if there's a, like, what do you call it? Currency exchange. Hello, Jack Mac. How are you? So there's a currency exchange. You will see. Just make sure it's a $10 USD, okay? Now, for those of you who are watching, just letting you know that I do have memberships on my channel. A lot of you have done the Oracle of Thanks, and I thank you very much for that. Others of you have done the second tier. So take a look, see if you like that. Pretty soon I'll be spending more time doing channeling for members than the free readings. So just letting you know that that switch or that shift can happen as time goes on, okay? So that being said, intuitive friends, today the only question that I am going to be channeling for the $10 USD, US dollar reading is what's going on with. Now here, it's an open-ended question. That's why it's $10 USD. When it's you ask and I answer, that's at a different rate. But this open-ended question here is so that you can gain more clarity. It is a 10-minute reading. More clarity in the specific area that you would like to gain more clarity about. For example, what's going on with my love life? What's going on with my career? What's going on with so-and-so, whoever that person is? What's going on with fill in the blank? My long distance connection. What's going on with this obstacle that's happening in my love life? Or what's going with? So it's open-ended. It is a 10-minute question. I'm sorry, it is a 10-minute reading, but I'm going to give you as much detail as I can, okay? So if you're interested in that, please feel free to drop a super chat. And in super chat, you just tell me career, love. If it's a person, just either write their first name or their beginning initial, okay? You don't have to, do not write anyone's full name. So those are the options, okay? What's going on with my family life? What's going on with this apartment that, that I just moved into, or this, whatever it is. So again, it is a one question only, and roughly it's about 10 minutes. Sometimes I go a little bit over, but not too much over, okay? So last night I had a fantastic turnout. So thank you for all of you who came last night and took part in this reading. So I figured I'd come back on tonight to give those of you who didn't have an opportunity to come and visit last night, feel free to drop a super chat and fill in the blank. Okay, fill in the blank. Today it's all about the tea. Let's spill the tea. Okay, let's spill the tea and let's see what's going on with. And then again, as I mentioned, you fill in that blank. All right, intuitive friends. So let's take a look here at the chat list. As I said, this is not a free reading. It is a $10 USD super chat only. What's going on with, fill in the blank, okay, with whatever your specific area of focus or person may be. Okay, it can be a person. Just only write their first name or their initial or initials, up to you. If you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. My credentials, private reading, and testimonials are there, and they're also in the chat as well. Please read the legal disclaimer. It is there both in the description box as well as in the chat. Of course, I will be reviewing it shortly. Please know that this is a 10-minute reading. Although I may go a little over, but it's not going to be a whole lot of time over, okay? Maybe like 2 minutes more, if anything. All right? Intuitive friends, let's review the legal disclaimer so that we are all aware. The legal disclaimer is as follows. Intuitive friends, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Please remember that readings should never replace. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay. Readings should never replace professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. This is not a free reading. It is a $10 USD super chat. The only one question that I'll be channeling today is let's spill the tea. Let's spill the tea, what's going on with, and then of course you let me know in the super chat what specific area you are focusing on, okay? Intuitive friends, if you are interested in being a member of the channel, feel free to take a look in the area that says join. When you see join, it will give you not only the 3 tiers, but it will also give you an explanation on what those 3 tiers offer, okay? Hello, Gustavo. How are you, my dear? Welcome. Great to see you. How are you? So if you are interested in the memberships, I just finished tweaking them a little bit. Especially that tier 2, because there's so many of you that are very much interested in the dearly departed readings. Others of you may not be, right? So I'll talk a little bit here about what tier 2 is. So for tier 2, it's going to be a live that I'm going to do for members only. That means it's not open for everyone. Not everyone on YouTube is going to be watching. It's only going to be for those people in that membership tier, okay? That membership tier, which is tier 2, gives you an opportunity to either 1 or 2 things. Focus either on the dearly departed readings, okay, which would be 10 minutes, or participating in the topic of the week at that particular moment in time. So right now I'm saying I'm going on bi-weekly because I have, certain amount of people in the oh, hello. Thank you so much, Gustavo. I have some of you that are in the Oracle of Thanks. And by the way, I want to thank all of you who are in the Oracle of Thanks, as well as those that's tier number 1 and as well as tier number 2, okay? So take a look at the join. My first membership reading will be on, okay, let me explain this. Let me say this again. I said that incorrectly. My first tier 2 membership reading is going to be on Friday, November 28th. Okay. So if you're interested in taking part, and by the way, how do I pick my topics for tier number 2? Well, I have a poll. Okay. I do a poll. So I already have a poll already in for those of you who are in tier 2. And then you vote for the topic that you're interested in. And the topic that gets the most votes is the one that I'm going to be focusing on that week. The second one that gets the biggest vote is the one that I'll be doing the following week. And then the third one and so forth. Okay. So just letting you know how that works. So if you are interested in that, please feel free to take a look at the join. Hello, Gustavo. Thank you so much for joining, my dear. Let me know what exactly you would like to fill the blank there. So what's going on with, what area are you interested in? Or this could also be with a person also. So we can do that. If it is a person, just give me their first name or their initials. So what's going on with, fill in the blank. Okay. What's going on with my career? What's going on with my love life? What's going on with, and you could give the name of a person that you're interested in, have a connection, whatever this is. Okay. But it is a $10 reading. Okay, my love. So let me know what you are interested in exploring for entertainment purposes only. And then we'll begin on the reading. Okay. So today, or I should say tonight, because where I am, it's nighttime. Tonight, it's all about spilling the tea, intuitive friends. Okay, your love life. Excellent. Let's take a look here, Gustavo. What's going on with your love life? Now, what I did was I switched the charms that were here and I placed them in here. Only because this has a zipper and I think it's easier for them to come out. And I'm just going to open this and I'm going to see what comes through. So let's see. Gustavo, what's going on with Gustavo's love life? What's going on with Gustavo's love life? All right. Let's see what's going on with your love life. So we have 2 crystals here that came out. Number 1, we have the citrine. The citrine, solar plexus chakra, self-confidence, and gut level feeling, solar plexus chakra, 528 hertz. And then we also have amethyst crystal, third eye chakra, okay, 741 hertz. I'm sorry, third eye chakra is 852 hertz, solfeggio frequency, okay? Let's see how this may connect here with the rest of the reading. So we have here the number 3 right dead here, smack in the center. Actually, let me get the, hold on a second. Because last night when I was doing these readings, I realized that this specific card, you're able to see it a whole lot better. Okay, so there we go. We have the number 3. 3 can be of importance here. Now, number 3, again, that may connect in some way, shape, or form. Maybe 3 years, 3 months, 3 weeks. There could be that. What I'm also seeing here clairvoyantly is the number 3, of course, if we're talking about months, is March. And if we're Ace, why are you ripping? Oh my gosh. So he's now wanting to rip his wee pads. Okay. So March in 2026 is the time of Aries. It's Aries season. So there may be something shifting, changing, coming in perhaps during Aries season. Okay. I'm getting here Leo, which is interesting. You got fire, fire here. If we're talking about elements. Okay, you got Leo, and it came up in Leo, and it says generous. It says generous. I'm getting here with Leo. There could be here one or two things. Okay, number one, there could be something significant coming in the next 3 months, which would place us already in 2026. Okay, this could be during Aries season, Leo season, or Virgo season. Okay, doesn't have to be, but I'm just explaining here what's coming through. You also have Leo here and Virgo here, by the way. Okay, so you got Leo and Virgo. Okay, there could be here some type of person. There could be a person who's a Leo or a Virgo. If it's not Leo, they could also be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And if they're not a Virgo, they could be an Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So there may be here some type of something coming through. You've been manifesting, wishing, hoping, desiring for something to happen or for some type of validation, confirmation in regard ace for you've been focusing here on wishing, hoping, desiring in regards to your love life. There may be something that you've been manifesting, a specific person, characteristics, an opportunity. If you are in a connection with someone, you're getting to know them, maybe that is it. That could be as well. But this feels more like a desire. There's a desire here to be fulfilled. You have here a hanger, and a hanger is about hang-ups. Okay? So there may be some things here that you may still feel like, when I meet someone, this is usually the point of contention that either you experience with another person or that you have this kind of script in your mind, like, oh, this always happens, right? Or this always shows itself in one way or another. You got to let go of that mentality, even if it's something that you have noticed. Because I'm not telling you to kind of place in your head, okay, there are no weeds, there are no weeds, there are no weeds. And obviously there are weeds, right, in the garden, right? So I'm asking you here to kind of think about this in an angle where whatever this reoccurrent idea or script that you have in your mind in regards to your love life, that tends to be not as positive, or this energy where it's like, oh, if it's not this, it's that, but my love life is always up in the air, or it starts great and it just doesn't end right. You got to be careful of what you're saying and how you're thinking about your love life. Because if there is a pattern that is truly showing up in your love life, you're attracting it, which means you're attracting something that needs to get healed or fixed or resolved or mended, or you got to figure out why you keep bringing that specific lesson back in over and over again, right? We also have here rabbit. Now what's interesting is that rabbit, for me, symbolism for me is fertility. Okay, so there could be this sense of passion, drive, okay, that may be important here in regards to the person that you are either attracting or the person that you would like to connect to, or if you already have a connection. Now, I do feel here that there are various things that are super important to you, that what's going on in your love life. And that is, you want not only passion, chemistry, and passion, okay? Leo, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You not only want passion, but you also want stability. Okay? You want stability in whatever it is in regards to your love life. Now, if you do have children, I'm getting here, if you do and if you don't, there's this sense of like, I want a bigger family. If you do have children, there is something about that family, whether you have prior children or you want to have children in the future. That may be a point here that you may want to discuss with whomever or whatever your connection you have, whether you do want to have children or whether you don't want to have children, because I'm getting here like a party of three, like more people, okay, like more people within the connection, or not the connection, but like family wise, okay, it's coming across as like domestic. Be very careful though, because it's coming through also. Be careful that you don't place yourself in situations, circumstances, or events where the other person has complications or situations that are going on in their life and that you may not be aware of. Okay. So careful with people who have, a partner and they're like, yeah, we're on the verge of breaking up, but we're not broken up yet, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of excuses. Just be aware of that. I feel that that has a lot to do with this third eye chakra, which, by the way, third eye chakra and solar plexus both deal with intuition, but in a very different way. Okay. Third eye chakra has a lot to do with clairvoyancy, your ability to see images in your mind, dreams, predictions, things like that, premonition. Solar plexus chakra, clairsentience, okay, your ability to feel at the gut level, okay, and listen to that gut level feeling, okay. We'll see how this unfolds with the rest of the reading, but so far, this is what's coming through. We'll see how this unfolds, okay. All right, let's go into what's going on right now, what's going on with your love life. Let's see. So what is going on here with so Gustavo, just drop if you are in a partnership or in a connection, or you're exploring a connection, or if you're 100% single, so that I'm able to just go straight to the reading with that context in mind, okay? Just because the next part is going to be 10 minutes, okay? Oh, what is this? This is not even part of this deck. This is funny. This is not even part of this deck. All right, so we're going to see what's going on in this connection. Thank you. Okay, so you're in a connection here. So let's see. What's going on in this connection? Now, this deck has messages that you will see and a message that I will see. So I am going to channel what I'm seeing on my side, okay? Fate's Haven. Believe in the safety of your return, as every journey leads back to comfort, okay? There may have been here a little bit of rough patches here and there. Okay, again, with the hang up here. Believe in the safety of your return. There may have been a little bit of a disconnect, whether there may have been a break, or whether it has been the sense here. Is it cross? Which one is it? Believe in the same. Okay, so Fate's Haven. Okay, there. I feel here that your connection has been tested in some way, shape, or form. Okay, I'm gonna put the 10 minutes now. Okay, there we go. In some way, shape, or form, your connection, what's going on in your love life is that your connection has been put through some type of test, whether it's an idea that, or a script, or a point of contention between the person you're in a connection with and you, where there may be at times this feeling like, yeah, we're in a connection, but there may be this disconnect from time to time, as if it were having a three-party situation. Now, when I say three-party, it doesn't necessarily mean a person. It could be external conflicts here that may be or bring you and the person that you are in a connection in a little bit of friction, not agreeing on something, okay? External forces. This could also be talking about here, Gustavo. It could be talking about internal, okay? Internal situations, ideas, feelings that may be surfacing or resurfacing in this connection. All right, we're going to get more. Let's keep going. Where are we? Okay, sorry. Let's keep going. Let's see where this is leading. What's going on here with Gustavo's connection? What's going on with Gustavo's love life, his connection? What can we get here? You have the Ace of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, with the Ten of Swords. This is the hang-up that I was telling you about. Validation, confirmation. You may have been in a connection in the past or recent past, or maybe within this connection where something may have occurred and it may have resurfaced a certain energy from the past or recent past, a past breakup, separation, or divorce. The Ten of Swords is letting go of the past, letting go of the painful endings that you have experienced, whether it was in a prior connection or whether it was in this connection. Okay, in this current connection, I'm going to do it like this because then that makes more sense there. There you go. Where it says here, believe in the safety of your return. So whether there has been this sense of feeling distant emotionally, distant energetically, or distant in some way, there was some friction here. It could have been an internal conflict within yourself or within the person that you are with. There's something here kind of sorting that. Okay. But there's this energy here of reminding you that this painful ending, whether it was in the past or recent past, or whether this was a very big argument or disagreement or friction that you may have had experienced, where past self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs may have jumped in from a prior, like it may have triggered some memories from the past. This is talking about allowing yourself to let this go because you are now opening up into this beautiful awareness or experience of the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is the renewal of. So there may be some challenges, okay, that you may experience in this current connection, not because so much of the challenge within the connection is that there's a lesson here that needs to be learned from your end in some way, shape, or form within this connection. So the Ace of Cups is about this energy of having the emotional maturity and the emotional intelligence to make sure that whatever happens either in your prior connections or perhaps in a prior disagreement here, whether that be a disagreement or some type of jealousy or obsessiveness here. Okay, there could be someone who really just wants to hold on to the connection tightly. Remember, whether it's you or another person, again, I don't know what the situation may be here, but if there is this feeling like someone is like, holding on to the connection very tightly, as in, for example, jealousy or, trying to control here a situation, this is telling me here that certain things may come up from that energy, like when you feel or that other person may feel. So what one person may see as, oh no, I just care, another person may feel like, whoa, there's way too much, fill in the blank, whatever that may be. Okay. There's too much calling me, or too much texting me, or too much, holding on to this. It could be jealousy too. The Four of Pentacles, and that's the reason why I'm mentioning is because the Four of Pentacles is the energy of holding on to something that is super valuable. But you got to be careful because the holding on, that could be either positive or It could be a positive or a negative aspect, right? When we're talking about how we're doing it. So the Four of Pentacles here is this energy where what's going on is this sense of holding on to something that feels quite beautiful, that feels like a breath of fresh air. It feels like, okay, you know what? Maybe the last time I had a connection like this was like so long ago. Okay. But the Ace of Cups is that new phase. It's your opportunity here to renew a sense of happiness, emotional intelligence, emotional fulfillment here in a connection. Okay. Just be careful because there may be something within this connection that may create a trigger, right? Whether on your end or on the other person's end, where it reminds you, you got to let go of the painful situations, memories, endings, or the dead weight from a prior connection, or someone who hangs on to the same argument and talks about the same thing over and over and over. It's like, like when you have an argument, that old topic, and it comes right back around. So again, there is that type of energy here with the 10 of Swords. All right, all right, I didn't see that flip, but let's see. Give me more here on the 10. Give me more here on the 10 of Swords. Hopefully you could see that there. Yeah. Okay. 10 of Swords. Give me more here. Give me more information on this 10 of Swords. What's going on here in Gustavo's love life? And he is in a connection. So let's see the context here. I mean, listen, this is the second time it's come through. It says love triangle. I mentioned that earlier with the number 3. I said it doesn't have to be a third person, but there could be here some either internal conflicts or external conflicts that may be either a reoccurring pattern or the elephant in the room in regards to your love life right now at this moment in time, perhaps in this connection. Whether this third energy is the painful memories from the past, maybe the jealousy or obsession, maybe a deception, cheating, backstabbing that you may have experienced, or someone or the other person you're in a connection may have experienced, and it's a living energy within this new relationship or this relationship or connection. Now it says here a hidden emotional entanglement is present. Okay. It may include a person. So it's you, the person that you're with, and there's a third party coming in. That could be an ex, that could be family, that can be friends, that could be, a person. Or it could be the third factor could be responsibilities, work, finances, okay, children, handling a home, whatever that may be. But this is not the first time it's come up here in the reading. So it's showing here that whether this is present in this connection or whether there is this energy of holding on to this experience, it's time to let it go. Right behind, we have mind games, okay? Mind games says emotional interactions involve control and manipulation. Validation confirmation here on the Four of Pentacles. As I said, there may be a sense of feeling like someone is trying to control a situation, jealousy, obsession, or it could be the experience from the past or recent past is taking over energetically this connection in some way, shape, or form, or in your love life. It's like a reoccurring theme. Okay. All right. Our 10 minutes are up, and let's just close this session here. I'm just going to get two more decks, this being one, and then I have another one. So let's see what else is coming through. Give me more here on the Ace of Cups. Give me more clarity on the Ace of Cups. Yeah, Tree. Communication is super important in this new connection or in this connection in general. Healthy communication is important. Okay? Healthy communication. Communicating in a way that the love language that you understand is the love language that the other person uses, and that you understand the other person's love language, and that you communicate in the love language that the other person is able to receive the love message. Okay? This is super important. Now, tree could also be talking about family. Okay? So very important here to pay attention. How is everyone getting along? Okay? How in your love life is going to be super important. How is everyone getting along? I don't know if you have children or you don't. I don't know what the status is, but family is going to be super important. How do our families get along? How does my family get along with this person that I'm dating, and vice versa, if there is a connection with the family? If you don't have a connection with your family, it could be the other person's. Still, there's this sense of communication here that's super important. What I'm also getting here with the tree, like I said, healthy communication, healthy emotional health, you know, emotional health, mental health, the way that we communicate energetically here also. Okay, spiritual strength, super healthy, in a healthy way. Communication needs to be healthy. Let's see what else is coming through here with the Four of Pentacles. And by the way, I feel that this Four of Pentacles has a lot to do with this energy here. And that may be this kind of energy that kind of is that push and pull type of energy. Four of Pentacles here. Let's see what's coming through. Give me more clarity. What's going on? You have Gentleman. This could be you. Okay. Strong. Okay. Yeah, there may be here a little bit of sadness that you may be experiencing here. Either you are experiencing it on your own from your own past, or that there may be here a disagreement or a past disagreement, or something that is like a point that it's difficult here. Okay. But there's a sense of someone carrying here a sense of a little bit of sadness about something. All right. This could also be something very much connected to like maybe schedules also. Because I'm getting here, bear could be signifying here career. Okay. So there could be here like work schedules, maybe that being a point here of like people working at opposite, perhaps maybe opposite schedules, or schedules that are like not aligning in order to grow as much as you would like. All right, let's see. Give me more here with the Ten of Swords, and a hidden emotional entanglement is present. Moon. Intuitively, you know what this may be about. So if lately you've been picking up, and again, I don't know I don't know the context of how, what this may be about. But if there's something that you've been feeling on the gut level, feeling like something is off, something isn't right, you're right. There's something that's off here, whether it be on your end or the person that you're in the connection, but something is off. And it's right here under the love triangle, or remember the number 3 that I mentioned at the top of the reading. So you may be experiencing this kind of like shift, and your focus and your concern is, how do we reestablish or stabilize and secure this connection again? Or how can I bring my love life back to a stronger foundation here? Especially when your intuition may be giving you signals here that something is a little bit off. Okay. So if we're talking about signs here, there's a lot going on here. We have water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. we have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? In case that may be, give me more detail, in case that may be of importance. Give me more details here. This is the last and final deck. And please let me know, Gustavo, and let me know if these messages have resonated for you. Let's see what else is coming through. I'm going to do it one by one, though. I'm going to do 3 of them. So we have here greed. I'm pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. Now, it could be this, or there could be something connected to work or stability. Okay, I mentioned that, like schedules. It could be maybe someone is more financially savvy, the other one may not be. One person may be more financially solid, the other one may not be. There's a difference here. There's something here, okay? It could be in the financial aspect of your connection, whether it's work, money, okay? So that's one. What else is coming through? Let's see what else is coming through. I'll just flip it over like this so that I could show it. Give me another one. All right, curious. It says, I'm intrigued and eager to learn more and figure you out. Okay, so there's someone here who is very curious, and I think it's you because of this intuition, this moon card. Okay. There's something that may be feeling a little off, or something that's like, I need to learn more about X, Y, and Z, whatever this may be in your love life, in this connection. Something is turning the wheels of not only your mind, but it's turning the wheels intuitively. You have two crystals that are connected to intuition. And then you also have the moon card here. Okay? So again, there's something that you're feeling or experiencing, and this reading is telling you, yeah, you're on track. So you're not imagining something here, okay? Okay, give me one more. Health. I'm here to support your journey towards your wellness and balance. So this health card is not only giving me validation confirmation on what I was talking about, the hang-ups before. Okay, this is a hanger, the hang-ups. This is also here giving me validation confirmation in regards to this entire row right here. Number 1, 10 of Swords, letting go of the things that no longer serve, letting go of the nostalgia, the melancholic situation, circumstance, event, memories, people that backstab you, all those things from the past. It's important for your mental health to let that go, because if not, it's going to create an obstacle or a challenge in your connection. That's number 1. Number 2, love triangle. If there is a sense that either another person is coming or interfering as a wedge, or whether it's an external conflict that has nothing to do with a person, but it's an energy like work, finances, this, that, or the other, family, children, whatever this is telling you it's important for you to figure out how to manage this, because it's either going to affect your emotional health, your energetic health, mental health, financial health. Something here could be draining you financially. okay? It could be energetically, it could be spiritually. The moon, when you have a lot on your shoulders and when you have a lot that's resurfacing, especially with things from the past, it starts clouding your intuition. So the health here is saying be very mindful about whatever this row is talking about, okay? Especially if we're talking about jealousy, obsession, manipulation, control. I talked about that already, or a third party here. Where was it? Here it is. It says emotional interactions. See, emotional interactions involve control and manipulation, okay, in some way, shape, or form. Just be aware, because that could create some type of health situation: energetic, physical, emotional, mental, financial. Okay. So, like I said before, there's a sense here of wanting to ensure that something is stable and secure here, because something may feel a little bit off kilter, which now I ended your reading. I want to talk about this thing, which may be the reason why at the top of the reading we started with Faith's Haven. Believe in the safety of your return. So there's this kind of, rubber band effect here, as every journey leads back to comfort. Okay, so tough times and not to, the riding the wave, okay, of life. All right. So Gustavo, I hope these messages have been insightful. Thank you so much, Gustavo, for taking part in this super chat. Greatly appreciate it. I hope these messages have been insightful. And now that we see the number 3 here, remember you have Leo and Virgo. So maybe that is connected here to this either love triangle or third party or energy, okay? So just keep an eye out for that. Thank you, Gustavo, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Please send my regards to your brother, Ed, and I greatly appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much. Intuitive friends, thank you so much. If you are interested in getting this reading, it is a $10 super sticker or super chat. Please know, intuitive friends, that it is a 10-minute reading. I kind of go a little bit over with the charms. But you guys know. All right, intuitive friends. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate your love, your loyalty, and your support. If you are new to the channel, I do free mini readings. And the only thing you need to do if you want to take part in those free mini readings, which I did one before I jumped into this reading, is all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. For those of you who are my returning subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by, for giving me a thumbs up, for being part of the channel, and for always sharing my channel with like-minded souls. Intuitive friends, this is an open-ended question. All I need to know from your end is what area are you interested in, or person. This could be specifically connected to a person. If it is, what's going on with, all you need to do is give me their first name or initial. Okay, that will be enough for me to be able to potentially gather here as much information about what may be going on with that specific person. If this is a specific area in your life, for example, love, let me know if you are single or you are in a connection. That just helps things along, because it's only a 10-minute reading. Okay, so I don't want to give you, oh, if you're single, it's this. If you're not single, it's that. You see what I'm saying? That wastes time in a way. So we want to be efficient with the time, okay? I want to give you as much detail as I can. So you just let me know if you're single or in a connection. Now, If this is connected to career, to whatever it is, just let me know. And then we'll jump into that. Because then I'm going to need to use different cards. Okay, but different decks, I should say. All right, intuitive friends. Thank you so much. All right, intuitive friends, come in. Join in the fun here. We're going to spill some tea tonight. And I say tonight because where I am, it is super late at night. But I'm burning the midnight oil today. It's been that type of weekend. I was here last night. I was here Friday. That's because I have work that I need to catch up on later during the week. Not now, but later during the week, you guys are not going to see me as much. But if you are interested in a $10 USD, so for those of you who are in other places, locations, and your currency is different, make sure that the currency is equal to $10 USD currency, okay? Now, for those of you who are interested in my free readings, well, those happen on my channel quite regularly. And if you're interested in joining that, please do. Now, I also have memberships, by the way. We have the Oracle of Thanks. That's just a way for you to say thank you and just kind of give to the channel whenever, just on a reoccurring basis. So that's just like you get an emoji. I give a shout out when you come in, and you are open to getting member only posts. Okay, so that's the Oracle of Thanks. The next tier is tier number 2. Tier number 2 is the dearly departed messages, or the 10-minute topic bi-weekly readings. Okay. Now, what is that about? Tier number 2, I have 2 different things going on. For those that are only interested in the dearly departed, and if you've watched my channel with the free messages, you know that I am also a medium, and I've had plenty of mediumistic readings here come through. So it gives you 10 minutes focusing on whatever may be coming in regards to a dearly departed that may want to give you a message. Okay, so that's tier number 1. I'm sorry, tier number 2. Okay, tier number 2. If you're not interested in the dearly departed readings, that's fine. You may be interested in the 10-minute topic of the week. Okay, so you'll be you'll be taking part in that. So tier 2 has 2 different and yeah, you can go back and forth. Like 1 month you can do dearly departed, another week you may do another one, or another month you may do another one. Okay, so it gives you that flexibility, but it also allows those of you who are only interested in mediumistic readings to be able to get those mediumistic readings through that membership. Okay, so some of you have been asking me about that. And to be quite honest, that is a really good rate. The tier 2 is $9.99 a month, and it gives you, you could come in twice. Right now, or it comes up twice. It comes up bi-weekly. Okay. Right now, we don't have a lot of people there, but at some point there may be a lot more. So we will see how that may shift. But for now, it's like, once a month you come in, you either get your dearly departed or you get your topic reading. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. And that's only for the members. Okay. So no one else on YouTube is going to be on. It's a very private group. All right. Shatira. Hello, Shatira. Welcome. Thank you so much, my dear, for stopping by. If you're interested in doing a $10 or $9.99 10-minute reading, the only question that I am channeling is, I'm spilling some tea tonight again. It's called spilling the tea. What's going on with? Okay, just let me know what the with, after the with, what the with is. What's going on with my love life? And if you choose love life, let me know if you're single, if you're in a connection. Okay, that's all I need to know. I don't need to know anything else after that. What's going on with career and finances? What's going on with this family dynamic? What's going on with so and so? It could be a specific person if you are interested in doing that. But here we are. And intuitive friends, if you want to be part of the memberships, remember we have the Oracle of Thanks. We have several members there, and we have a member in the tier 2, the dearly departed topic messages. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. Listen, I am ready to spill some tea. We're not spilling too much tea today. Last night we were. Oh my gosh, last night was like a lot of tea was being spilled. Hello, Shatira. Welcome back, Shatira. Let me know, my dear, what area you are wanting or person. Remember, it could be an area or a person. Let me know. If it is a person, obligation just popped out of the deck. If it is a person, let me know. Just first name or initial. If it's a specific area like career or love, or just let me know. Hold on, let me see, Shatira. What's coming through here? What's going on with my love life? Oh, it's a mess. Okay, so are you single or are you in a connection? That's all that I need to know. Just so that we don't spend too much time going on the back and forth. Or is it it's complicated situation? Shatira's love life. Let me know, Shatira. Single, in a connection, or it's complicated? Oh, see, I had a, and you know, it's funny because I didn't give that option, but the person that came before you, I was like, are you single or you're in a connection? And with you, it was like, no, you got to say it's complicated. So there you go. All right. That's all I need to know. Don't say any more. Let's see what's coming through. What's going on with Shatira's It's Complicated Love Life? What's going on here with Shatira's It's Complicated Love Life? Well, a lot is going on here, honey. Let's see. All right. So I'm going to just bring it closer together. This is going to be the quick preview, and then we're going to jump into the 10 minutes real quick. Okay, because a lot of you love the charms. So I'm bringing them out just for you guys, okay? During this, the $10 readings and the super chat readings, I should say. Number one, epiphany. Okay, number one, there's a lot of emotions here. Okay, we have an arrow with, I forgot, I got to bring this out. We got an arrow, but the arrow, at the tip of the arrow, there's a heart. So someone here is in love. Someone here is very much in their emotions. Okay, there's a lot of emotions going on here. Okay, so that's number one. So there is some type of chemistry and passion happening within this connection. Okay, or in this complicated love situation. We have the letter M or the letter W. Depends how you want to see it. This is the letter M. This is the initial W. M or W may be connected to this. Now, I'm not saying somebody is married, but we don't, I don't need to go into all of that. But the letter M is coming up. Okay, so it could be marriage. It could be meetings, okay, something with the letter M or the letter W, which is interesting because the letter W will be wedding, right? So I don't know, that's coming through, but just saying. But there could be here either something going on with an external party. Okay, there could be someone else in this mix of complications, or a person's luggage, emotional luggage here, baggage or something. But yeah, so there's emotion. We got the letter M and the letter W. We also have a B. Busy bee. Okay, bees have a lot to do with the community. And in the bee community, everybody has a role. So there could be here something very much connected to that. There could be busy schedules. There could be just a lot of things going on. For example, emotional baggage here, there, everywhere. Okay. There could be a lot of focus on career, finances. That could be an issue here also, or something that is coming up here. I do have a deer. Deers are about the yin energy. So there's a lot coming through in regards to emotion. So these two are coming through very, very heavy. Okay. There could be either a child, and it's interesting because that never comes through with the deer, but it is come because I'm getting like I'm seeing a baby deer intuitively. So I don't know what that may be about. There could be here complications with a party. If you or someone else has a child, there could be like external, like third party situation coming through. Because I'm seeing a baby deer specifically. So there could be here family situations, okay, or complications here affecting the dynamics of a family. Epiphany, someone is coming to some awareness here that something needs to change course. Okay, so we have a dragonfly here, and we have the oar. I mean, I'm sorry, it's not an oar, it's that steering wheel. I don't know, it's not a wheel, but it's that steering thing that a boat has. Okay, so someone here is coming to an awareness that something needs to shift or change. Okay, something needs to change course. So you are in this awareness in regards to your love life that something needs to take a different course, or a different course of action needs to happen here. Okay, there is this. Oh, by the way, this was the bee that I was talking about, and this was the the deer. And I kept seeing a baby deer, so I don't know. That was very specific. So that is younger, like a child, a baby, or something like that, or family. It could also be showing that too. We also have here Taurus. Now, Taurus is a fixed sign. Okay. Taurus is a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus sun. Taurus is a fixed sign, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus influences love, relationships, and what we value and how we're being valued. And with the fact that there is this pyrite crystal here, there could be here something having to do with either tangible resources, or the way someone is either being valued or not being valued here in this dynamic. Okay. We have here a leaf, but what's interesting is that the leaf is in reverse. It's not showing its leafiness, it's, details. But when I flip it around, you see that, and I'm going to bring it as close as I can. You're going to see that it has little dots there. And those little dots tell me that this is not a green leaf. This is a brown leaf, like a leaf that has to do with the fall. That when it's in this stance, when it comes out like this, it's telling me that there's a sense of maturity. The fact that it came in reverse, there may be here a sense of immaturity or inexperience in something that is creating here a little bit of friction here. Okay, that's what may be causing the mess here, or causing the confusion, or causing the tension. You have here selenite crystal, which, by the way, is known to be one of the very few crystals that do not need to be cleansed. Okay. It cleanses itself. If anything, we use the selenite crystal to clear other crystals. So usually you'll see a selenite plate, and then you'll see people place crystals on there so that it could cleanse them. So there's something here about versatility, because the selenite crystal is very versatile. It allows you to use it in ways that it's not just for using it by itself, but it aids in other things. Okay. So there may be something here with either finances, money, or value. Someone is super valuable. They go above and beyond. And it's like, you know, that universal generous person or universal giver type of energy that I'm getting here. Okay. So we'll see how these messages may resonate with the rest of the reading. Let's jump into what's going on here. So let's spill some tea. All right. So this part of the reading, I'm going to do the 10-minute reading part. Okay. So let's see here what's coming through. Let's spill the tea here. What's going on with Shatira's love life in this messy, it's complicated type of context? What's going on here? Let's spill some tea. What's going on here with Shatira? Okay, this one wanted to do a little peekaboo. Queen of Swords. Yeah. This epiphany that I was telling you with this dragonfly, you're becoming aware of something here. It's like, you know, kind of like this is what I'm hearing. The last straw on the camel's back. There could be something here approaching that type of energy. The last straw on the camel's back. It's like just one more thing and it's just going to be, you know, like that's the energy that I'm getting here with the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is like, I'm not having it. I don't want to hear it's the energy that I'm getting is like the Queen of Swords is like, I don't want to hear any more excuses. Okay. I want to make intelligent, balanced decisions, which means I need to remove my emotions out of this complication or complicated mess. And I need to start thinking with my mind, with my brain, with my intelligence. I need to move in this situation very differently because the time has come where it's time to pay the piper type of energy. Okay. That's where that dragonfly comes in. Let's see. We have here the Emperor, the Four of Swords. I told you someone is tired of the same excuses, drama. Yep, I called it. Queen of Swords made a little peekaboo here because this is super important. Okay, like I said, what I'm picking up here is right now what's going on. You are on your last straw with whatever the situation may be. Okay, Queen of Swords is like, listen, I need to detach from my emotions for a bit so that I can get a clear picture about what I need to do and how I need to do it. That's why we have here the dragonfly. Okay. I need to figure out with my sense of intelligence, my logical, rational, analytical thinking, how I'm going to steer this connection, relationship, or love life. But in order to do so, you need to be, or that you may be embracing right now, this energy of no nonsense. And you're taking a very practical approach on it. So Taurus is not highly emotional, okay? Taurus is not an emotional type. Taurus is a straight shooter. And that's a lot of the things that people don't like about Tauruses is that, and I say we because I'm a Taurus, we're straight shooters. We're not going to blow, sunshine, okay? We're not going to just tell you, hey, you okay? That's beautiful when it's not. We're going to say, hey, listen, I'm telling you this because I love you. I'm doing this because of this. So there's this very kind of practical, sensible approach that's coming through with this Queen of Swords. If you're not in this energy, you're going to soon be in this energy because you are tired. Four of Swords. You need a break from whatever this is. So we have here the Emperor. One of the ways here that, or one of the things here that's going on is a need to provide structure. What do I mean by structure? I mean strong, healthy boundaries. The Emperor, a second energy that I'm picking up that is validation confirmation with the Queen of Swords. The Emperor is another energy who does not allow their emotions to get in the way of whatever decisions need to be made or whatever type of management, whatever needs to be managed, a situation in the love life, decisions that need to be made. The Emperor sits on the throne because it has gone through the experience, okay? And it deserves to be sitting at the throne. And this is Aries energy. So this is fire. So this is telling me here with this emperor energy that there needs to be a structured, healthy boundaries, because things may be happening here because someone is allowing it to happen, or someone is choosing for this to continue to happen. So someone here is tired, and that someone may be you. You're tired of thinking about the pain, the heartache, the grief, the loss. Four of Swords is telling me here, listen, I'm burnt out. I'm almost at a point where I just don't know what else to do other than to take a break. So there could either be an emotional break between you and this complicated mess, or there's a physical break that's taking on here, or there's an energetic break, meaning you're trying not to think about this anymore. Okay. There's a very big feeling here of being super tired. So much so that this situation is burning you out, which is the reason here why you have the Four of Swords. Okay? You need to recuperate. Why do you need to recuperate? You need to recuperate, sleep, meditate, have some moment of peace, mental peace, okay? Because Swords is about the mind. Why? Because there's a decision that you need to make, and you know you need to make a decision because the Queen of Swords is a straight shooter. She doesn't mess around. She's very independent. She's emotionless even in the way that she comes across, which makes a lot of sense why Taurus energy was present here. Okay, this may be connected to an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but it could. So there's this very straight shooter type of energy that I'm getting here. So there you go. Safe boundaries or strengthen the boundaries that are here because I'm tired. I'm tired, Four of Swords. I'm tired of thinking, feeling the sadness, the grief, the loss, the being placed last on the list. Because that's what's coming through here. There's something about not being valued. Okay? And I keep hearing stalling, stalling. So I don't know what this may be. Maybe something stalling here. Someone may be over promising, under delivering. Okay. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. You are in a beginner mindset. You're starting to figure out that the time has come for you to say, okay, listen, I got to put either an end to something here, or I need to make a decision. There's an epiphany that's happening slowly but surely. Page of Swords is the beginner mindset. The beginner mindset of saying to yourself, I need to either start thinking of a new plan, a new way, a new idea. I'm curious to figure out how I can manage a situation, manage here with the Emperor. How am I going to figure something out here in this love situation? Okay. Let's get to the next one here. Okay, we have another 5 minutes here. I'm going to try to quickly bring out more. Okay, give me more information here. Give me what's going on here with Shatira's, it's complicated situation here in her love life. Ooh, I'm only going to take out the 2, okay? And by the way, I read in this direction. So we have wishful thinking, and we have tender attentions. Okay, give me a second. Let me put everything else back. Let's start with wishful thinking, which again, here we go. There's an awareness here. Wishful thinking says having lofty ideals leads to a letdown. Be realistic. Da, 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 da. Validation confirmation on that Queen of Swords energy. Like I said, there's an intelligent balanced decisions that need to be made. You need to place and plant your feet on the ground. There needs to be a very strategic way that you're going to have to figure out how to strengthen the boundaries that you have, or set healthy boundaries, because there may be too much of giving chances and not enough of being firm with something here. You may not be being realistic because you're allowing here in some way, shape, or form for your emotions to trump your intelligence. See, with the arrow, you're allowing your emotions to trump your intelligence, and that's where the complication feels even more complicated. Because if you place your emotions aside and look at the situation, whatever the situation may be, okay, it'd be very easy for you to say something very quick and to the point if it was happening to your sister, to your best friend, to someone else. Why? Because when it happens to other people, we are more objective. We are more in the Queen of Swords energy because we're not emotionally involved in the situation. So this is telling you here, there may be something that you have an unrealistic expectation, and it is causing more complications than it is, clarity. Okay. You also have here turbulence. It says, heal unresolved conflicts with kindness, not anger. In other words, you don't have to yell at the top of your lungs, because you can say a message in a lower voice and with less anger or energy, as long as you are being firm with what you're saying. So it's not about having to yell, scream, and talk about this, whatever this is, a million times. It's about saying, listen, this is what I'm going to do. I see that the situation is like this, and this. And I've given this amount of time, and I don't see this evolving. I don't see this improving. I don't see progress. And so, because I don't see it now at this moment in time, I'm going to remove myself from the situation, circumstance, or event. You do you, right? And I will do me, because it seems you're not ready for me. And you are coming across as the energy of the Queen of Swords, but you may be moving like a page. Why? Because again, like I said, the healthy boundary hasn't been consistently set. So if I say to someone, and this is just an example, right? If I tell my kids, the next time you don't do your homework, you're not going to get on the internet. And then they don't do their homework. And then I'm like, okay, fine, I'm going to let you get on the internet. But next time, do your homework. And then they don't do it with their homework the next time. And then I'm like, okay, well, listen, I'm going to give you one more chance. You see what I'm doing? What am I doing? I'm creating a habit where my kids are seeing me as a person who's unable to maintain or create a boundary, because I keep giving the chance over and over again. You see what I'm saying? So this is talking about you finding a different way that is assertive and structured, so that you can gain the clarity that you need in regards to whatever this mess is, okay? Or this complication is. I'm only saying mess because you said mess, but whatever this complication may be, okay? So that is how this is coming across. Let's see what else is coming through. All right, let's see what's coming through here. Bad influence. There may be here people on the outside giving bad advice. There may be more people, like they say, too many cooks in the kitchen. There may be bad habits. I'm seeing the Devil card in tarot, which is interesting because it's ruled by Capricorn, so it's another earth element. Okay. So there could be here an old pattern of behavior on your end, or a bad pattern, an old pattern that keeps happening within this complication. Remember that I just said a little while ago, if you're not putting up the correct boundaries, you're allowing bad behavior to continue to happen. And the more that you allow it, the more it's going to continue to happen. So there's this sense here of kind of putting the foot down and making a very clear choice, in a very clear sense of these are the consequences, or this is what I'm going to do because I'm tired. Okay. So with that Four of Swords. So bad influence says someone is having a negative influence on your life. So whatever this is, the lack of boundary, or the lack of consistency, or the unrealistic expectation, the wishful thinking, the fact that there's so much love, I'm so in love that I can't think straight because I'm allowing my emotions to trump my intelligence, is causing a situation here where someone is having a negative influence on your life, and there isn't a firm boundary to stop it, or there isn't a firm decision that says I'm done, because you have the spirit of the Queen of Swords, but you are moving with the Page of Swords. You're moving as a Page of Swords, so there may be a disconnect. Okay. All right, let's see what else is coming through here. Please drop a rose, Shatira, if this is making some sense to you, if this is resonating. Let's see. Oh my gosh, look at this. I literally fell out the deck. I didn't even touch it. Fell out of the deck. And guess what it says? Da, 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 da. It's like I'm psychic or something. It's like I can see into the future. This is saying boundaries respected. The other person respects your, okay, you need, like I said, someone is not respecting your boundary because you're not being strong with the boundaries that you need to set. That's why the Emperor is here. The Emperor is reminding you that this is an important part. You're not placing the right boundaries here. You're not strengthening the boundaries that are needed in order for someone to know, oh, she means business. Okay? That's what this is talking about. This is why this may be messy. Okay? Boundaries are not being respected. So if a boundary is not being respected and you are the pilot of your ship, or you are the pilot of your airplane, then you need to go back and say, what am I not doing to give anyone the impression that they can create this type of disconnect and mess in my life? What am I doing that is not allowing someone to understand that when I say blank, I mean blank? Not if, not when, not maybe. That's it. That's what I mean. You see what I'm saying? So something here goes back to, what are you doing? What are you allowing? What are you not making decisions on? What is the fear that you have that's causing you to hesitate on something that you know that if it were happening to someone else, you would be the first one to be like, listen, let me tell you, if it were me, I would da 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 da. Why are you not taking that approach here? Right? So that's the reason why the Queen of Swords made a little peekaboo, because you're moving in the page. Like I said at the top of the reading, whether it's you or the other person or whatever this is, remember that I said at the top of the reading that when this leaf is on the reverse, it's telling me there's either a lack of maturity, a lack of experience. Someone here is not being realistic with something. There's a lot of wishful thinking. Like, Pages do, because pages are novice. They're new at something, okay? So what may be making this whole entire situation complicated is the fact that your emotions are trumping your intelligence, okay? So this situation is also triggering some unhealthy patterns in your own inner wounding here. So there's something here, whether you're afraid of intimacy or afraid of abandonment, but there is something here that this complication is triggering that. And that's why it's so difficult for you to nip it in the bud, because you have to heal the unresolved conflicts within you first so that you can put a stop to whatever this may be. Okay? And again, that starts with you showing a sense of consistency and making a decision here. Okay? All right, we got 2 more decks and then we're done. Whoa, we're spilling some serious tea. All right, let's see what's going on. Give me more here with the Emperor. Give me more clarity here with the Emperor. Okay, wait. When that happens, we need to shuffle a little bit more. Clarify the Emperor. Loyalty. Yeah, you're allowing your emotions to trump the decisions that you need to make. Oh, because I think this is my soulmate, because I feel this feels so familiar, because I'm in love, because I'm head over heels, because, well, this person does this and they say that. And so, yeah, maybe we have some rough time, but that's what's going on here. Okay. So there is a sense of duty, obligation. And it's funny because I was shuffling earlier and it had come out when I was talking here with you. Obligation did a little peekaboo here. But yeah, there's a sense of like, well, if I'm not there, like, but then this, you know what I'm saying? There's that energy here. Now, compassion is important, but not to the detriment of your own sanity. Okay? 4 of Swords. There you go. Not only are you getting the 4 of Swords once, but you're getting the 4 of Swords with 2 decks. Because the ship is about leaving something behind, moving on, cutting connections, letting go, taking a rest, going away, separation, breakup, moving past the situation, making a decision, clearing your mind, taking the time to get yourself back in the Queen of Swords energy. Give me more. Page of Swords. Then we're going to end with one other deck, and then we're done with the reading, Shatira. I hope these messages have been insightful. Okay, my dear? Look at that. Exactly what I said. The Mountain with the Page of Swords. What did I say? You have the Queen of Swords spirit, but in this specific situation, you're moving like a page. A person who's starting to figure something out. There's an epiphany that's happening. It's an awareness. And so why are you in this energy? Hello, Gregory Wright. Please read the message in the chat. Okay, Gregory. Thank you for taking part, but it's very very clear here what the type of messages I'm channeling. Okay, my dear? So take a look at that. So Shatira, exactly what I said. You're moving like the page. Why? Because of this complication. It's reducing you to. You're a queen, but this situation is reducing you to a page. You see what I'm saying? Validation, confirmation on the Page of Swords. Yeah, that's exactly what I was feeling. All right, let's see what else. Okay. right, let's see what's coming through. Give me more. And we're going to close the reading here with this deck. And this says, community. We seem very aligned in lots of ways. Let's find support within each other. But this is the lack of community spirit here. You may want to work as a community. You may want to be like this bee. Remember that I said community? Bees work together as a group. Something here is off. Something here is not adding up to a community spirit. There may be one person over giving, and let me tell you, givers attract takers. So there's not a community spirit here, and that may be the disconnect. Okay? Let's see what else is coming through. Apology. I feel that apologies either have been made multiple times, and giving a clear slate may have happened maybe on one or two or three occasions. So when someone apologizes with the same thing over and over again, and there isn't a change, then, as I said before, there may be a lack of maturity or a lack of experience in someone in moving in a healthy way in a connection. Okay? So here it says, I'm not yet over what happened, but an apology could begin to mend things. Okay? Some type of either disrespect or some type of healthy boundary hasn't been either placed, or someone hasn't been held accountable in a way where you have stepped up to the plate and made the decision for you rather than for everyone else or what everybody else may think or feel. Okay. Last but not least, let's see what else is coming through. Shatira, I hope these messages may have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe. And feel free to let me know how this may have resonated for you. And, ooh, status. Ooh. Status. Someone here may not be in the position to do the leveling up necessary in order for you to be and stay in the queen energy that you are. This situation may be reducing your status. I said this before, and it's coming up again. Completely different deck. I said to you, you are a queen, and this situation is reducing you to a page. So queen is up here and page is down there. And whatever this is reducing you to something that you are not, because you are a queen, not a page. But actions, conversations, decisions, things that have been shown here in some way, shape, or form are showing a status that is not of who you are. It's like the movie where Simba, right, hears the father from the heavens, right, from the sky say, remember who you are. So this message here is reminding you, remember who you are. And once you remember who you are, carry yourself in who you are, not what someone else's issues, problems, situations, baggage, or whatever is reducing you to be. Okay? So here it says, social standing is very important to me. I'm only interested when you're elevating my image. You see? Someone here is not doing that. Someone here is doing the complete opposite, or there's a scenario here. There's some energy here that is not where it should be. And it begins with this beautiful charm here, where emotions are trumping logic. Okay? Now, last thing I want to mention here for you, Shatira, if you have a selenite crystal for yourself, then that's wonderful. If you don't, you should get one. They have one on Amazon. Okay, so you buy it, and it looks like a little soap. It's like a palm stone. So okay, it's like this. Okay, buy it, use it, clear your crown chakra, the top of your head. You can clear your entire energy field by doing this, like this. You don't have to rub it on you, but if you want to rub it, that's fine. That's why I'm talking about the smooth surface one, the palm one. It's like literally like this big. It's like a palm, it's like the size of the palm, but it's round and it's selenite. That can help clear the energy around you, especially in your crown chakra. Because I'm feeling like we need to get the mind back on track here. Okay? All right, Shatira, thank you so much, my dear. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe. And I hope this has given you some type of clarity, my dear, okay? Let me put here, hold on a second. Let me give you the nighttime affirmation. This can help you kind of like when you go to sleep, because remember this, there's something here about restlessness here, okay? So I'm going to place here my nighttime affirmation that you can do right before you go to sleep. Okay, this is good. And by the way, it has timestamps. So if you haven't heard it, then listen to the whole thing. But if you heard it already, or you just want to jump into just the affirmation, you can do that. Okay. So there you go. I just shared that link with you. My dear, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe. Remember, Shatira, listen, you are a queen. Okay. So get yourself your selenite, cleanse, go okay, so let's make believe like this is your body, right? Like this is your head. Like on top of your head, you're just gonna go like this, like that, and then clear everything all around like this. Do not put it in water because selenite crystal will disintegrate in water. So that's why it doesn't need any cleansing. You don't need to do anything other than cleanse your body like this. It cleanses your auric fields, especially your crown chakra, okay? All right, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. If you're joining me now, welcome. If you're interested in a reading, it is a $10 USD reading here on my channel where I'm going to give you clarity here, again, for entertainment purposes only, focusing on what's going on. We're spilling the tea, okay? We're spilling the tea like you would not believe. I've been doing this reading since last night, and a lot of you have been like, yes, tell me what's going on. What do you see? What do you feel? What's happening? All of you are giving me validation confirmation. So it's great to see that this topic is resonating for you, okay? All right, intuitive friends, I'm going to stay here for another 5 minutes. So if you are interested in joining in, then do so now so that you can have your reading here. Again, it is a $10 USD. So for those of you who live or have international currency, just make sure that when you are doing the currency here for the super chat, that it is $10 USD. That is the equivalent, okay? That being said, intuitive friends, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. Intuitive friends, if you missed my nighttime affirmation meditation, I have it here in the chat list. Feel free to use it as often as you would like. And I also have my Reiki, my Reiki link in that daily affirmation as well. Okay. You can use it as often as you like. And again, as I always like to mention to all of you, the more you do something consistently, the more you start seeing and reaping the benefits with time. Okay. Nothing happens overnight, it happens with time. Okay. Discipline, consistency, patience, and being proactive. I'm telling you, those are the ingredients to anything that you want to turn into something successful, whether that be a relationship, whether that be your finances, whether it be your career, whether it be family life, partnership, whatever that may be for you. All right, intuitive friends, I'm placing these cards right back into the deck. Again, I will be leaving in about 4 minutes. So if you are interested in a reading, now is the time to place that super chat so that we can jump straight into your reading, okay? Intuitive friends, if you are interested in joining the memberships, feel free to take a look at the join button. It gives you a lot of clarity on what each of the tiers have. Tier number 1 is the Oracle of Thanks. And for those of you who are in the Oracle of Thanks, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. We also have tier number 2, the Dearly Departed, and or the 10-minute bi-weekly readings, focusing on the topic that you, the members, vote in the tier 2. And then we also have tier 3, okay? All right, intuitive friends, we have 3 more minutes and then I'm going to close the session. But I do want to say thank you to all of you intuitive friends. I want to thank you for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to take a look at the content. The November readings are there. Hello, Shaylee. Hello, Shaylee. How are you, my dear? Welcome. Don't forget, intuitive friends, the November readings are there, the monthly readings. You also have the What I Don't See Coming, October, November, December. The unexpected messages, those are in the bonus messages. I have lots in the playlist, so just take a look. Great to see you, Shaylee. Let me know if you're going to join. If not, I'm about to get off this live, my dear. Okay, so let me know if you're gonna jump in. If you are, I'll give you the reading. If not, I am definitely signing off. Okay, my love. No pressure, no obligation. I just want clarity, so then like that I know, should I stay or should I go? What's going on? Okay. So yeah, dear friends, take a look. No, I could do one more, but you'll be the last one though. I could do one more. So it's a $10 USD reading focusing on what's going on. And then you tell me what it is. What's going on love life, what's going on career, what's going on with, if it's a person, all I need is, I have the energy, my love. I'm good. You just need to tell me when you do the super chat, the $10 or $9.99 super chat, just tell me it says, what is going on with, and then tell me what the with is. What's going on with, if it's a person, just write the name of the person in the super chat or the super sticker. If it's a situation, if it's an area of your life, however this may be for you, okay? All right. Thank you so much, Shaylee. All right. Thank you, Shaylee, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. All right. So let's see what's okay. So what you want to know is what's going on with Daniel or what's going on with your love life? Which of the two? What's going on with your love life with Daniel or what's going on just with Daniel? Like what is he going through in regards to your love life? Okay? We are together. Okay, gotcha. All right, so let's see here. Technically, okay, no worries. Okay, so let's see here. Let's start with the. Okay, so let's find out what's going on with Shaylee's love life with Daniel. What is going on with Shaylee's love life with Daniel? So I moved it now. I moved it from the bag from here and I moved it into this because it's just so much easier for it to just pop out. Okay. So we have a lot coming through here. Okay. By the way, let me write closed session. Okay. Closed session. All right. So let's take a look here at what's coming through. All right, I just wrote closed session there. Okay, what's coming through? First and foremost, we have the solar plex chakra here. Okay, willpower, intuition, self-confidence. Okay, let's see how that may relate. We have bat. Okay, bat is about communication, but bat is also, remember that bats use echolocation, right? And so bats can't see. So there's this sense here of like, yes, there's this communication, but are certain things clear here within the communication? Like, is everything being said? Is it happening in a transparent way? And if there is constant communication, then there's a sense here of communication being a very, very important role right now in your connection, okay? Or in this love life with Daniel, okay? So this is coming through. Okay? We also have two hearts. So there may still be here, regardless of the situation, circumstance, or event, there is a lot of love. There's a lot of emotions here. There's still a connected energy in the heart chakra, even if there is a physical disconnect, even if one person is in one location and another person is in another location. Okay. And so I'm getting that energy here with this palm tree, right? Palm tree may be important here in some way, shape, or form. Okay, may be connected to to distance also, like palm tree, like far away. I do feel that there's a sense of brightening each other's day. Okay, because I'm taking the palm trees are only in places where there's a lot of sunlight, that there's this kind of summer feel, um, where there's this energy of like summer. And so I feel here and that, oh yeah, especially here with this. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Because you know what? The solar plex chakra is yellow like the sun. So you brighten Daniel's day when there is this communication. Okay, when there's this communication taking place, you brighten Daniel's day and Daniel brightens your day or your night. That's why communication is so important. There's a sense here of that bringing a sense of like, you brighten my day or you make me feel happy, or you know I'm happy that I'm hearing from you, like that happy, bright, or at least optimistic energy. Okay, communication here brings that sense of joy. Okay, we have here Capricorn and we have Virgo and we have Libra. Okay, so if we're talking about earth elements, okay, we have something here connected to Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because I have two earth elements. And I also have Libra, and this is air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There may be some connections here, okay? Whatever this connection is to Capricorn, Virgo, or Libra, this is coming through here as, oh, I saw a flash. Hello, Eleanor. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in such a long time. Yes, come back tomorrow. Oh, thank you so much for your super sticker. Oh, that was so sweet. See you tomorrow. Yes, I'm gonna have this message. I'm gonna do these messages again tomorrow. Okay, my love. So come back. So we have. Oh, wait a minute. You also wrote he's a Capricorn. He's a Capricorn. I have Virgo moon. There you go. Have a good night, Eleanor. That's it. This is all about that connection. You guys have a very strong connection here. There's a very strong connection. By the way, Libra is also, now listen carefully, could be here having to do with law enforcement, of course, okay? Which you already established that in the question. But also Libra here is also like the level of commitment here. So even if there could be a marriage here. You could be married to this person, right? They could be married to you. If it's not a legal marriage, there could be here elements of a deeper sense of connection here. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through. Oh, so that's what this is about. I just read here. It says, yes, my ex is a Libra. Oh, wow. Okay. So I see how this is. Okay. That makes sense how this is unfolding. Yeah. All right. So this is validation, confirmation, and all of the charms there. We have here the Eiffel Tower. Now, the Eiffel Tower is about distance, right? Someone being at a distance. But what's interesting about the Eiffel Tower is that it's made with steel, and it's made with like really, heavy steel. And I don't know if you know this, but I know this because I've gone to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and I went to like their little museum. It was like a museum of the iron or something like that. And there were pieces of the Eiffel Tower where the iron came from Pennsylvania, actually from Bethlehem. So there may be here a connection to Pennsylvania. There may be a connection here to across the water, across the way, okay, distance. There may be a lot of distance, but there's also here the sense of strength because the tower is that, it's made with iron. It's very strong, okay? It's also something that is monumental. So this connection here between the both of you, what's unfolding, there's this monumental sense of love or sense of connection that you both have for each other. Okay. You could be a very big support system for Daniel right now at this moment in time. So that sense of strength, stability here as well. We have here dragon, and again, this is coming through also with the dragon. Dragons, there may, and somehow I'm getting here tattoo. There may be here a tattoo of something here that's coming through, okay? So dragon here is a sense of strength, okay? There's a lot of support or strength that is here in this connection in your love life. You're holding something very near and dear to your heart. Okay, so what's going on in this connection? You and Daniel are holding this connection near and dear to the heart, even if it is at a distance. Love has no time and space, it transcends time and space. So that is what's coming through for you. You have here a crescent moon. Now, this is important. Either there's something about the moon phase for you when you were born, or the moon phase when Daniel was born. Check to see what moon phase you were when you were born, what moon phase it was for him as well. Okay. There's something here connected to this. Like, not right now because Mercury is in retrograde, but if you are going to manifest during your moon, the moon phase when you were born, or when he was born, okay? So there's something here about moon being, number one, very important. So it could be the moon phase of birth. It could be a moon on the astrological natal chart. There could be something there connected to that. And number three, what I'm getting here with moon is that there's something about nighttime. When night falls, when all is quiet, when it's time to go to sleep, there's this sense of like really thinking about each other. I don't know if the conversations happen at nighttime or the conversations may happen in the daytime or it just doesn't matter. There's something about the nighttime being very kind of like it brings both energies together, is how this is coming through. All right, let's see what's going on here. What's going on with Shaylee's love life in regards to Daniel? Oh, hold on. I'm taking the wrong deck here. That's not the one that I want to shuffle. It's this one. Here we go. All right, let's see what's coming through here. I keep hearing nighttime. I don't know if someone here has a nighttime shift. I'm like working night times. I don't know where that's coming. Laid to rest. Let go of lingering disputes and make peace together. What's going on in your love life right now? Okay, it's time to let go of some type of tension, whether this tension is coming from the situation that Daniel is in right now at this moment in time, whether this could be another force, since we had one, two, three, signs here. We had Capricorn, Virgo, and Libra. There could be here some tension here. And this is saying it's time to lay the dispute that whatever it is that may be stressing either you or Daniel, or maybe stressing the connection. It says here to let go of the lingering disputes and make peace together. So whether it's an argument, whether it's not seeing something eye to eye, whether there is a sense of friction here, this is talking about when it's time to rest. It's not time to start thinking about all these things that tend to be a little bit worrisome or that may be triggering, because there is a need to really take a step back and really relax and exhale. Okay, so I'm getting here something about like, I don't know what this may be about. Okay, so this may be symbolic, but I'm getting like ADD, ADHD type of energy. Okay, so I don't know if maybe that's Daniel, maybe I don't know where it's coming from, but there's this sense of like it's hard to, or maybe I'm getting ADD or ADHD because it does tend to, it's a symbolism of having a difficult time to unwind, right? To find rest at nighttime. Okay, so again, that could be that symbolism. But I am getting ADD or ADHD. So wanted to share that with you. I don't know what that connection may be. All right, so let's keep going. What else is coming through here? So whatever that may be, it's connected to this rest situation, like having difficulty to dial down the internal noise or the external noise. Okay, so let's see what's coming through. Okay, let's get what's going on here for Shaylee and Daniel. We have the Four of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Fool card. Yeah, there's a new beginning that's starting here, or at least a new mindset. All right, so let's start with the Four of Cups. Okay, now we could do the 10-minute part. All right, let's talk about the Four of Cups. There is a situation, circumstance, or event, obviously, you know, like I talked about with the Libra, right? Law enforcement, whatever this may be about, right? There is a sense of like feeling like a sense of sadness, right? The Four of Cups is the sense of like, I feel disappointed, or I feel lackluster, or there's a sense here of, you know, mm, I'm not as enthusiastic. I'm in a position where, I wish it was better, or I wish it wasn't like this. Okay, is that type of energy here with the Four of Cups, of, feeling an emotional, like feeling let down, or feeling alone, or in solitude, so to speak. There's a sense of like, I'm lacking the emotional fulfillment, or I'm lacking the joy, right? The joy. And so there may be this energy here of, only looking at what cups have been spilled over, or what cups are empty. And so this is coming across here as it's time to look at things from a different angle. Yes, the situation may be difficult. Yes, the situation or the love connection here with Daniel may be a little bit difficult, but there's a blessing here that may be coming in. This could be a blessing of information, a blessing of, I'm hearing loophole. I don't know what that may be about, but I'm hearing that. So there could be a sense here of like a loophole in something, and kind of like, aha, here's the missing link, or the missing piece, or something here that is going to bring some type of either justice, or balancing something off here. Okay, there's some sense of balance here. It's like I'm getting here like there's some type of information or insight that's going to be like a blessing. Okay, but I keep hearing loophole for whatever reason. So there could be a loophole here where justice will be served, or there may be something balancing off to be in either your favor or in Daniel's favor in regards to this situation, circumstance, or event within this love connection, or this partnership. Okay. Six of Pentacles here, there's an equal exchange. Okay, so I'm getting that, even if you can't reach out to Daniel because of his circumstances right now, you are always open to receiving, the communication. Like you make time. There's an equal give and take, right? So I call, you pick up. You may not be able to call, but you're able to pick up. So there's this, back and forth, this, reciprocal energy. Like we're working as a team in some way, shape, or form. Whether we're working as a team with communication, or this could be working as a team and something having to do with this potential blessing that I'm feeling here. I kept getting the word loophole. Okay. So there may be something here that you are both either working as a team together, or you're working as a team with someone else to bring some type of new beginning to this chapter in regards to your love life between you and Daniel. Remember, the Fool card is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is, I don't know if it's entering already or if it's already entered, but it's going in Gemini. It was in Taurus for many years. I know I'm a Taurus, and all the biggest changes in my life happened those 7 years that Uranus was in my sign. Okay, I know it did like a little last peekaboo, but Uranus is going to be going into Gemini for a very, very long time, for I think 7 years or something like that. So there may be a very big shift, or there may be a little big kind of like awareness in something. Okay, there's a new beginning here. This could be new information. This could be a new way of looking at something. This is like taking the leap of faith. Okay, even travel. So there could be some new moves in some type of blessing. That could be a brand new move. Okay, So whenever that Uranus, and again, I know that it was in Taurus for 7 years, because I experienced firsthand the disruptions. But there's something here about when Uranus enters Gemini, there's going to be some significant shifts that may be here, either that you weren't expecting or that Daniel wasn't expecting. So just keep, that awareness there, okay? There could also be something about moving. Maybe, I don't know if you're moving physically from one location to another location. Maybe you're thinking about it. This could be a move in career. This could be a move within whatever it is that you do with work. But there could be a shift here of moving and taking a leap forward in something. Maybe it's like, with Libra, maybe it's this kind of working in two things at the same time, like working in your like soul purpose, or you know working with your soul purpose and your life purpose. It could be something like that, because that's how it's coming through for me. Okay, on my end, that's how it's coming across. You could be juggling two things, or you could be getting into something very new, but still keeping the old. It's like, and I'm not saying that this is work related, but I'm just going to give you the energy that I'm picking up. It's as if like I'm working in this job, but I'm going to start kind of dipping, my knowledge in something else. So it could be that new shift here. You may be inspired here in some way, shape, or form the moment that Uranus enters Gemini. So there could be here a shift going on, whether it's on your end or whether it's on Daniel's astrological natal chart. But there's a shift coming in. All right, so let's get more clarity here with the Four of Cups. More clarity here with the Four of Cups. More clarity here with the Four of Cups. Yeah, there's some type of an enlightenment. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. This blessing, there's some type of fate or destiny. I don't know what this may be about, though. I kept getting loophole before. That's what I kept hearing. There could be some like something that you don't even expect, but it's going to be positive because we have the star here. And in the Lenormand deck, the star is a very positive card. Yeah, there's a blessing that is being thrown in your direction and in Daniel's direction, or either or, that something here is going to pan out in a different way, or in a better way than you had expected. So there's some type of clearing here. It's kind of awareness, information. All right, let's see. Six of Pentacles. Give me more on the Six of Pentacles. What's going on here with Shaylee and Daniel's love life? What's going on? Yeah, Fox. You know what? This is coming across as this, what you and Daniel are going through now, this unexpected turnout, right? He is where he is, you are where you are. This is a situation that other couples, it would be a very tricky situation to deal with. But because of the reciprocal energy of this give and take, because of the love that is shared, the love that is felt, or the support that is being given, okay, it makes this tricky or difficult situation easier to bear. I'm not saying it's super easy. I'm saying that it brings a sense of comfort to this tricky situation. And this has a lot to do with the fact that there's this working together, or this ebb and flow, like this, giving and receiving. Okay. This, kind of energy here. Okay. where we're sharing resources, or we're sharing knowledge, we're sharing our love for each other, we're sharing the things that are very valuable, we're in a shared experience. Also, you're in a shared experience. And I say that because not everyone is in this type of tricky situation, but you and Daniel are. And what makes it easier is your ability to share this experience with the amount of love and support that both of you have for each other. Fool card. Let's see what's coming through here with the Fool card. Grave. Listen to me. Listen. You have grave with the Fool card. Okay? A cycle is ending and a new cycle is beginning. This new cycle could be very much connected. I don't know why it's coming up again, but it's coming, so listen carefully. This new chapter could be starting when Uranus enters Gemini. Something may be coming to an end, and it may be the big shift into something new coming in. A new trajectory, a new way of seeing something, a new direction. But the Fool card is here saying what's going on in this love connection between you and Daniel is that there's some brand new energy. You're making new moves, or something is gonna come up during this Uranus and Gemini, where something is going to shift and it's going to give an opportunity for something to open up. Don't know what that may be, but it's something. Show me here more information, more clarity here with the grave. Ooh, the grave. Keeping secrets. Guard secrets or be asked to keep one. There may be something connected to the ending of, I don't know, a secret, something that wasn't shared before and it's going to be shared, and it may shift something here, or finding out information, maybe loophole like I kept getting before, but there may be some type of information from the past that may make or create an opportunity here with the Fool. Okay? There may be an opportunity here with this Fool card. Something that wasn't seen before, something that was missed, maybe missed information. Okay? This could come in many different ways, but it's something about the past. Something about the past could come up and give way to a brand new beginning, or a brand new trajectory. Something is shifting for sure, because it feels like it's a shift, and it's a blessing type of shift. Remember, I said blessing from the ethereal. Something could be going in Daniel and you, and your favor and Daniel's favor. So there's definitely a shift that's coming, and the shift is going to be, and the keeping secrets could be something that you didn't even notice either. Also, I should say, it'd be something that you didn't even notice that has a lot that's very much connected to this Uranus. Okay, that when Uranus goes into Gemini, okay, so very, very beautiful energy there. All right, let's see what else is coming through with this other deck. Ooh, addiction. All right, so that just popped out of the deck. Okay, there may be some, and I don't need to know. Okay, we don't need to know. This is like, there may actually be an addiction problem here, or this could be talking about old patterns. It doesn't have to be addiction. It could be an addiction to substance, okay, or a vice, a substance, a vice, an old pattern. There could also be codependent energies here. But whatever this is, just be aware of that, okay? Be aware of that energy, because this addiction or this vice may create here tension again, or may create a pattern where law enforcement or something having to do with the judicial system may be present again, or may happen again, or there's a whatever this is. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. But that's coming up with that. You got to be careful with this. And you got to be careful that you don't provide a codependent environment in your love life if Daniel or you are facing this type of challenge in your connection. Because there may be this sense here of someone wanting to help someone, so much so that it creates a codependent behavior or a codependency here, where there is this position where two people are codependent with one another. You're co-signing the situation while you're thinking that you're supporting and helping. What you're doing is helping and supporting a bad habit or a vice or an addiction or an obsession. Okay, so that's something that you need to be aware of. Okay, because this may affect you in some way, shape, or form. So you can't be the hero in every story. You see what I'm saying? There are times that people have to be held accountable. And part of being held accountable, especially if there is something here having to do with addiction or vices, someone could be a functional, alcoholic. Okay. It may say, oh, but I got a handle on it. Yeah, but there's an addiction here, or there's a vice. And so, that's something that some type of intervention or some type of like, you need to do this in order for us to be healthier or more together. Okay. So be aware that you're not the hero every single time. Okay. People have to learn by falling flat on their face, at times. Tough love. So, if it's that this person may need a treatment center, if it's that, someone here needs a treatment center to show that they are very committed in a connection, in the relationship, in order for it to be healthier, in order for it to be more of an even flow and less worry, then that's what this is talking about. So just be aware of that. Okay. So we have one more deck here for you besides this one. Yeah, you see the death card. This is coming up twice. Listen very carefully. And this is not to scare you. This is awareness. Be very careful that this right here doesn't result in something here. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. Okay? Just be aware. Okay? That there could be some type of situation here. Or that this could go in a whole different direction and create a breakup, separation, or divorce within this connection. That the addiction or the vice creates some type of breakup, separation, or divorce. Okay? Okay? Because there's some type of secrets here. There's something here that may come out later. So just be in that awareness. All right, so let's take a look here. Last but not least, okay, this one. All right, so Shaylee, last but not least, let's take a look here. And by the way, the death card in tarot, and this is not a tarot deck, but the death card is ruled by Scorpio. So there could be some type of Scorpio placements here that are very telling in regards to something regarding your love life with Daniel and Daniel with you. Okay, remember, Scorpio energy. Scorpio rules the death card in tarot. And the death card in tarot is ending of cycles. So again, there's some cycle here that needs to be ended in regards to this vice, addiction, or old pattern that keeps popping up every so often. See? Like someone says, oh, I'm not going to do this, and they don't do whatever this is for a little bit, but then they go back and do it again later. Or, yeah, I have control of the situation, or I have control of, how I fill in the blank, whatever that may be. But in reality, they don't. So, yeah. So Scorpio is coming up here a lot. It came up twice. It came up with this death and this grave. Okay? It also came up, hold on. It also came up here with the Cups energy. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. All right, last but not least, let's see what else is coming through for you, my dear. Meddler. Yeah, I see what I told you before. I may step in and try to influence or control your life. I'm certain I know best. What did I tell you before? What did I say before? Codependent behavior. There's a codependency here. Meddler. Okay, be careful how you are rescuing not just Daniel, but how you may have a tendency to want to rescue people from their own karma. Okay, from their own consequences. Sometimes people learn through a breakup, separation, or divorce. Sometimes people learn through having gone through the consequences in a very uncomfortable way. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Gaslight. Okay. Be careful. Like I said, remember I said that a little while ago? Someone saying, no, I got a handle on something, but that's not true. Yeah, I can handle it. It's nothing to worry about. I don't know why you're worried, but they really can't. So there may be some type of influences here within your love life and connection with Daniel, where there at times, you know exactly what you're talking about because you feel it intuitively, or you see it with your eyes, logical, rational thinking. And maybe you may tell Daniel, or Daniel may tell you, oh, no, it's not what you see. Oh, it's not what you're thinking, or it's not what you're seeing. So again, there could be some type of gaslighting type of energy. So be aware of that energy here. So again, we went through a lot of like positive parts in this connection, but there's a lot here that's coming through as, we unfold. Okay. As we spill the tea, so to speak. Okay. Last but not least, let's get one last card and then we're going to be done for tonight. I want to thank you, Shaylee, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I greatly appreciate you stopping by and being part of this reading. I hope this is giving you the clarity that you need. Ooh, something flipped over. Let's see what flipped over. Gossip. Be careful with what people say, and also pay attention to, what people say. Okay. Sometimes, okay, because I'm getting something here very, very differently than, I don't know. Okay, so it says gossip here. I haven't read what this says, but I'm going to tell you what's coming through here. You may, and this is coming across as this: gossip, gaslight, meddler. Okay. You may hear about a situation, circumstance, or event, right? Or and I'm going to pretend, okay? Pretend. Let's pretend Jane is the meddler, right? Jane is the person that always comes through to help Mark. let's just say. So the meddler, Jane, may have heard through the grapevine, oh, guess what? I saw Mark do X, Y, and Z. Oh, but Mark said he wasn't going to do that again, or that he wasn't going to, you know what I'm saying? That this codependent behavior wasn't going to show up again. But there may be here something happening in secret where you may find something out, but the way that you find out is because you hear it from someone else, not from the person, not from the horse's mouth. And although the gossip usually comes in as something negative, it's not coming up as something negative here. It's coming across as learning something that someone may be trying to keep secret, okay, with this card over here. And when the person is confronted with the information or the secret, the meddler is going to be gaslit. Oh no, that's not true. That's not true. I wasn't there. They're just making stuff up. But in reality, there may be something coming through. Okay, so just be aware of that. Gossip says you'll be eager to hear this, but beware. What I say about others could easily be said about you. Okay, there you go. All right, so Shaylee, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Take care and have a good night. Intuitive friends, for those of you who participated in this reading, I want to thank each and every one of you. Don't forget, join the membership if it feels like that's something that makes sense for you to join, and hope to see you there. If not, I'll see you back on the live readings. Take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.